As a new player, I've been constantly told one of the worst skills to train in Old School Runescape is agility, and to see if this was even true, I recently took on this challenge over the course of 7 days on stream, and thought I'll break down what happened for you all. So without further ado, let's roll the intro and get straight to it. For those who don't know me, I'm Carados, the Frog Knight. I'm new to Old School Runescape with the goal to complete all the quests in Galenor. As a personal challenge, I'm a hardcore Ironman using no guides, avoiding spoilers, and have a very limited use of the wiki, but only when I get stuck, but number go up. So join me as I experience Old School Runescape for the first time while trying to stay alive. On day 1, my first stream started off like any other, showing off my AFK mining gains, while also showing off how bad my golden nugget RNG is in the Motherlode. I thought I'd also check out Candrosal to see if I can quickly get the blacksmith hammer from Romano, which I couldn't, and left with the theory that I may have to fully power the furnace in order to earn it. I also happened to encounter the ice fiends too, who we'll remember for later. Before getting to the rooftops, chat told me to check out Marika's pumpkins, and learn the hard truth that pumpkins are actually fruits. Marika told me to handle her pumpkins like a paint-by-numbers minesweeper game, and scare off some crows, which did end up failing, but successfully? Shortly after, a skull with no body gave me some suspicious seeds. And, knowing better than to start asking questions, I did what I was told and planted them. After which, Marika started quoting my upload schedule, before we were rudely interrupted by a ghost cat who had also heard about Marika's pumpkins. With that, I was given my reward, and after having a slight identity crisis as a pumpkin, I was prompted to see Diango for some more cosmetics to fill my precious bank slots with. Once I had picked out the most appropriate outfit for the day, it was time to start training agility, following the thought process that I can only gain marks while running on rooftops. Rather than showing you a montage of each and every Alcarid lap I took, I'll take you all to the 40th lap, where I celebrated my agility birthday of level 30. Hey, ding baby, level 30 agility! With a whopping 5 marks gained, I decided to go check out my newly unlocked rooftops in Farah, which entailed walking over people's clothes, becoming a contestant on Ninja Warrior, failing to find the right hitboxes, and leaping like the frogman I am. Big Red Japan was even there and waved me off for a job well done, not knowing that he's going to see me for another 1,000 times or so. With 0 failed attempts throughout my laps, and after successfully reaching my 40th agility birthday and unlocking a suspiciously named town, I managed to gain 15 marks, bringing my grand total to 37. With my marks in hand, I did the next best thing and traded them for some gloves to help with all of my newly acquired parkour skills, which came with a handy bonus to regenerate my stamina faster while also making me lighter. Now it's time to start day 2 of my journey, starting off by stretching my legs back in Farok with some blinding performance enhancing plugins. Once I had saved my immersion by reducing the opacity, it was time to make my way to Mortania to conduct an investigation on the new rooftops of Cannabis. Cannabis. Once I had given the town a quick vibe check and seen no evil like that priest told me, I climbed the town's ancient and totally not evil looking tree, while ignoring the friendly neighborhood werewolf. Everything seemed up to code on these rooftops, until... Oh hell yeah! Wait. Bro just turned into a witch for a second. What was that? Once Big Red Japan welcomed me to their witch coven and granted me the power of Marks of Grace foresight, I knew there was one thing left to do. And that was a training montage. And one montage later, once I had reached my 50th birthday, hey, level 50 ding baby, let's go! I had 265 laps under my belt with 70 marks in my pocket, which the Cannabis citizens were starting to notice. So I decided to make my way to the Rogue's Den to impress Grace with my water cash, and I bought some designer legs. Ooh, whoa, hold up. Graceful legs gives 4% compared to the 3% from the gloves. Interesting. Okay. After that, I called it a day. After blowing my load on stream the previous day, I returned to the mines to earn my coal miner paycheck, before undertaking my new parkour adventure to impress Grace in Falador. With the grip strength of a ninja warrior and leaping capabilities of a frog, I slid through these rooftops with ease. 3 laps in, the quizmaster blessed me with a mystery box, knowing my love for opening card packs in gacha games. which ended up containing the riddle to my prize. The Duke clearly knew people would come looking for his treasures, leaving me another clue to solve, which happened to be related to the Potion Man and Farok, or some would call an apothecary. Thinking I had broken my game when he wasn't home, chat saved me by reminding me of a plugin I had used to attempt to be a good YouTuber at one point. Entity Hider, yes! That is it, thank you! Okay, yes, I forgot that I activated Entity Hider when I was messing around with some recording stuff. Thank you. Yo, that's just another character just being friggin' stupid. Let's go. With all that, I was finally allowed to get my gacha dopamine. After my loot box adventure, it was time to get back to business. 136 laps later, with my 54th birthday passing by, this came with a slight side effect known as the Cannabis Swamp Madness, which resulted in me getting distracted trying out some Slayer. Realizing I had no clue where goals were, I decided to travel back to Cannabis for that prime rooftop content. To my luck, my self-proclaimed god Brandos blessed me on the way. Cool. Alright, I know what ghouls look like now. They're just pasty white men in shorts. 17 ghouls later, I was back on track for my rooftop grind. 55 marks in, I decided it was time to visit Grace again to prove my parkour skills to her, and get the graceful top for my collection. With no marks left, the sensible thing to do would be to get him back on the grind. Well, chat convinced me to watch Jimmy's video on the era of combat instead, which contains some quest reward spoilers, but thankfully I drank away the memory of it, and had to start a new role with all content being affected by mods before I watched them. But really amazing video, Jimmy. I loved it, and I can't wait to watch more content in the future. When I can. So after this, you think I would get back on the task, right? Nope. I went straight back to Slayer, and had to find those ice fiends I forgot about earlier, and started to sound like a true believer in aliens, trying to convince others that he's seen them. Wait, I know where ice fiends are. I have seen them. I've seen the ice fiends. Actually, maybe we detour. Maybe we do a quick detour. I've seen them. I'm not crazy. I've seen ice fiends. Ice Mountain. What's up there? I saw blue men. I saw blue men on the mountain. It has to be there. So when I came to look for the hammer to see if I could nick it from the table, there was little blue dudes up here. Right? Please, my theory. Let's go. After committing Anakin Skywalker levels of crimes, it was finally time to return to the rooftops. After 62 laps in Falador, and only 14 marks to show for it, I was starting to realize that Cannabis probably had a better drop rate, but back to the swamps I went. With 502 swamp laps in me, at the agility age of 56, it was time for me and my 26 marks to get some rest. And on day 4, I went straight back to business, not getting distracted from the rooftops for some World of Warcraft level content for over 5 hours, where I actually got my 60th agility birthday. Hey, ding baby, level 60 agility. That's huge, mate. My second skill, that is 60. Holy moly, big mode. But the Swamp Madness started to kick in, which I'll let past me explain perfectly. Guys, I think I'm suffering from swamp fever. I think I've got swamp fever right now. I think the swamp's getting to me. All I see is swamp. Swamp, and roof. Roof swamp. The swamp is taking over. We are the swamp now. I'm a frog in a swamp. That's crazy. That's like, it was meant to be. Swamp or nothing. After 867 laps in Cannabis, 115 marks later, and the friends we made along the way, it was time to complete my graceful set grind. Of course, petting Mark before I got it. Oh, we can see all the laps. 29 Draenor Village, 41 Alcarid, 88 Farok, 867 Cannabis, and 66 Falador laps. I need Hood. Hood is 35. Boom, by 1. Collection log. We need Cape. Value 40. Boom, buy. And last but not freaking least, Graceful Boots, 40. I have achieved Old School Runescape Stayless. Let's go. Graceful Boots, graceful everything. I did it. The green logs, baby. Okay, it tells us the full breakdown. So set effect bonus graceful outfit. Each individual piece of graceful outfit increases your run restoration rate, wherein the full outfit increases run energy restoration by 30%. Wait, That's insane. Quick maths, that's some numbers. You know, that's a 9, that's an 8. Boom. Ooh. With another day complete, it was time to move on to my next goal. Get another green lock in the one and only place that I love the most, the ruins of Camdosar. So like I mentioned earlier, my running theory at this point was just to keep on mining Baronite, give it to Romano, and unlock all the upgrades. And so I did. And without even realizing it, something happened. You love the videos, you had to show some love, hell yeah, I appreciate it. Chat, what's that? What's that in my inventory? Why does it look like a flat... Chat, it's kind of flaccid. Of course, I showed Romano my new flaccid tool, and he recommended me some pills to fix it in exchange for some precious Baronite shards. So back to the mines I went, which resulted in me gaining a second shy hammer for my collection. Oh, what? We got another one? At this point, I was facing allegations of streamer luck, and this next clip doesn't help. We got another one. We got another fallacy. Folks, we have 3 fallacies now. Oh, and another Baronite head dropped, of course. So I paid Romano for his services and received the best hammer in the game, the Imcandu hammer. Unless you're not into having fun and want to pronounce it Imcando for some reason. After acquiring double fisting status and green logging Camdosar, it was time to start some achievement diaries, while learning some hard truths in Farok. Have I not walked past here on membership yet? I'm sorry, Gertrude is a drug dealer. What the hell? She's growing weeds out of the back of her house? And during going through the achievement list, I decided to try and figure out how to get the Skull Scepter, with another one of my running theories of each piece being on each floor, which I was glad to be proven right. Yo! Drops don't happen when the ads are running! See, we got the left skull half, let's get out of here, baby! By using the unique ability of slamming skulls together and putting them on a stick, the Skull Scepter was complete. Hidden folk. Oh, okay, that's a teleport. Making sure to show my fancy boots to Solston. He granted me a boon to recharge the scepter whenever I wanted to, and making sure it doesn't break when it's out of charges. And with that, it was day 6. As the World of Warcraft player inside me was yearning for some kill quests, I decided to treat myself and did a bunch of Slayer tasks, and I was making good progress. Yo, another skull half? Hell yeah. We're also getting some clues along the way, and although I made the right guess to visit the clock tower, I was stumped at his puzzle. I need to see a clock moving in like fast time. But with all good puzzles, of course the solution is brute force it. What was I? I was on like 20. Alright. I thought he could have been doing a trick question. Oh, 22! 22 is the answer, guys. Got that first try. First try, let's go. Cut it. Cut straight to the answer. And again, past me perfectly described how I felt about the next clue. So big brain, man. Who could have thought I could have got that? Boom, 20, was it 22 straight away? Huge. Oh, fuck me. Okay. To save you the trouble of seeing me take 5 steps at a time and checking the sextant, I've gathered that this fairy ring location in Draynorth Village is my next step. So I'll be figuring out how to access that throughout the series. And please, don't tell me. I can figure it out, I swear. One Slayer task later, taking out 77 Ice Warriors, and being told to kill vampires next, who I didn't actually know how to find. I did what all British people do, and acquired copious amounts of tea, before trying my hand at acquiring seed from the local farmers. This new lifestyle had me searching for new thrills, like acquiring free cake in Ardone. Oh, who called the guards? Don't mind me. And helped lighten the load of some people who must really enjoy eating ham. This is where I discovered a loophole in the silk market. For the cost of 3 gold, I could sell them overseas for 60 gold each in Ardone. Let's try 120. You'll never get that much. I'll be generous and give you 50 for it. So, how about 60 though, my guy? You drive a hard bargain, but I guess that will have to do. Alright, so we have a money loophole here. At least until I noticed the free silk on the other side of the market, saving me travel fees. Then finally day 7 arrived, and I could go into detail of everything we did, but you could probably imagine that I went straight back to the silk markets to acquire my free silk so that I can make some money later. However, while I was acquiring more silk and local seed, something happened to the Frog Knight's good name. Tales and rumours started to spread of a frog, who looked much like the Frog Knight, but more akin to a demon, stealing from hard-working citizens, his minions slaying local guards, with people running in fear. I knew it was about time I got out the city, and figured out how to earn back the valiant Frog Knight name. And that's how it all went, and I've got to say, I loved every moment taking on my agility grind, but I must admit, I had the added benefit of getting to hang out with everyone over on Twitch. And if you really wanted to see everything that happened, check out my VODs channel, where you'll be able to get to see the true effects of my swamp madness, or you can just check out my Twitch for future streams. However, going forward, I will explore doing more videos like this in the future, both for Old School Runescape and also other games. So if you enjoyed it, please let me know by dropping the video a like, leaving a comment, and subscribing if you haven't already. But for now, I'm gonna get ready to see you all at my next video, where I'll finally be taking on the riveting tale of a lily pad dispute.